Welcome back to Basement Birds. Logan, Reed. Logan's in the basement. Reed, not in the basement. You're on the second story of that building?
Second story. Yep.
Yeah. Well, you're first to leave in a tornado, I suppose. Welcome back.
I ain't going anywhere.
No, I'm talking about if you get swept away, you're going to go before the people in the basement because you're going to be.
That is true. Yeah.
You're
I don't
closer
know
to the
if
sky.
I doubt this building has a basement, honestly. Being a multi-family dwelling, but I don't know.
Well, maybe. Welcome back. We were off last week. First time we were off in a while.
Yes.
Had some stuff going on, but we're back for round two. What is this? 108 of the Basement Birds, 109 maybe ish. This is 109.
Oh wow, this is
109.
109.
So
wow.
Yeah. So we have. That's pretty good, man. We're chugging along here with episodes, and every episode it seems that my dad has done something worthy of talking about. This one no different. We have a local eatery that we like to go to in where I grew up. Thank you. It's a small Greek restaurant for gyros. The good old gyros. Did we eat there? You ate there with me, right?
I think with you and then with some other friends when I was in the area the one time.
Yes. It's called Nikki's Gyros. We'll give them a little shout out. Nikki's Gyros,
Good
top
stuff.
tier gyros. It's owned by a Greek family who goes back to Greece, and actually the sisters are all work there together, and they were actually there when we were there last weekend. I mean, I've gone there for many years, so we know the people who own the restaurant, and they're very, very good people. And we were in there. I went there for lunch with my mom and dad. Mi madre es y padre for those Spanish speakers.
Let's not do that again.
Madre y padre, and we're in there, and I enjoy a good gyro.
Yeah, it's a good.
So I'm looking at the
Gyros
menu.
are good.
They have a good variety of topics of foods to indulge yourself with, and we were up there at the cash register, and we're ordering, and out of the corner of my eye, of course, I order first because I certainly am not paying for this meal. I'm up there ordering, as it were, and looking and ordering, and out of the corner of my eye, I see on the floor next to the counter a pair of dress shoes. Huh. And in my mind, I think, okay, that's odd. Why is there a pair of dress shoes in the lobby of this restaurant? Is a lobby the word I don't know, it's not a lobby, it's not a hotel, but
just inside the restaurant, I guess. I don't know if we really need a word for it.
But near the cash register, like in the
okay.
not
order.
by the tables where someone could, eating and kick off their shoes, but this is like no tables or like no reason these shoes should just be on the ground.
Yeah, all right, I follow.
And they're dress shoes, like pushed into the corner, like nobody's supposed to see them. Yeah. And I see, it then becomes, it's my dad's turn to order.
Yep.
I see him lock eyes with the shoes. You know how it is. He's eyeing up the shoes. And I could see where this is heading, right? I could see where this is going. Okay,
oh my gosh.
He's going to ask if he can have the shoes. Now, there's a couple things with this. There's a couple things. This is not
what I was expecting where it was going at all.
There's a couple things. A couple things with this. He, for some reason, always is trying to finagle something. Right? He's always trying to.
Oh my gosh.
He's trying to get something. He's trying. He's trying to all this stuff.
Does he understand?
And so I see it in his eyes. What?
Does he understand that he doesn't need to do that?
I don't think he does. No, I don't think he does. So he is, looking at these shoes, and he's like, "Whose shoes are those?" He asked the lady who's taking our order, and she's like, "What?" And he's like, "Whose shoes are those?" And she's like, "Oh, somebody left them there." And he's like, "Well, who are they just going to stay there or what? Who? And I was like, Dad, you do not need these shoes. First of all, there's probably foot fungus. Okay, something to be concerned about with other people's shoes.
Yeah.
Second of all, stank foot, another issue that is
Stank
that is rampant among the shoe wearing public.
Damn near a plague.
And, first, we don't even know what size are these shoes. They could be, I mean, they're men's shoes. They're dress wingtips. But why, what are you going to do with a pair of somebody else's shoes?
Wear them.
You know? And he has, shall we say, wide feet. Okay?
Okay. What size shoe is your dad?
He's 10 maybe, but he's wide.
Oh, okay. I expected
10 wide.
How large are your shoes? Your feet?
12 and a halves. And they are not wide. They are very narrow.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. And so I never wanted him to wear my slides or my shoes because it goes from here to this, from here to this. Okay.
Yeah.
So
he
we don't do
Makes
that.
them nice and comfortable.
No, they don't. Then they fall off my feet, and I have to curl my toes every time I wear them so they don't fall off my feet, and it really bothers me.
Yeah,
and so I'd prefer that he did not do that. But back to the shoes thing, why did he feel that it was necessary to ask for these shoes and then for the lady to tell him he wasn't allowed to take them?
Yeah, all very good questions. How instant the woman that responded? How quick was her answer? Did she have to think about it? Like when he asked about the shoes, was she like, no, obviously you can't have those, or did she ponder it for a second? Was she like, maybe
She was
maybe
like,
this guy's
I
onto
don't think you
something.
want those. She's like, I don't think you want those.
I was like, you want those?
Dad,
That's hilarious.
What are you gonna do with these? I mean, again, they're probably not your size. I mean, there's a lot of different shoe sizes, 9, 10, 10 and a half, 11, 11 and a half, 12, 12 and 3/4, 14, also 13, And so what is the necessity for these shoes?
Yeah.
I don't know. So he's definitely
your dad is one of a kind.
He is an interesting soul. He decided that they're going to go on a road trip to Alabama.
Okay.
My parents, because they're both retired now, they're going to go on a road trip.
You're implying that they're going to drive to Alabama.
That's what I said. On a road for a trip.
Yep.
Road trip.
They know that planes
I'm
exist?
on the road. I don't know if they do. No,
They live in
I
the
don't
Chicago
think they like
area.
flying.
They can fly direct anywhere.
But they're retired now from Rito, and when people are retired, they like to just gallivant around the country and take their time going to Alabama. Now, what might be in Alabama, I have no idea, but that's where they're going.
Are they going to Huntsville?
I don't think so.
That
I
is
don't
rockets,
know.
which are pretty
like
cool.
the rocket. Like smarter every day.
Yeah, the rocket's red glare, man. Yeah. What do you know about those?
Bombs bursting in air.
All right, let's
Gave
continue.
proof through the night. Now
Logan
I can
is
be.
singing.
We've got to call up Lyndon. He can.
No, he can critique
He can
you.
give me some pointers here. Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
don't know.
our flag was still there.
He may just say that you're too far gone.
Oh, say does that star spank? I could do it. I could sing.
Yeah?
But anyway,
Gosh, we'll wait for him to
you
listen
know,
to this one.
I just don't. I don't understand how they operate because they're just like, well, do you want to come to Alabama? I'm like, no, I have to work.
First of all, I have a job. Yeah, you have to work. Yeah, you can't just get up and go to Alabama.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I've been dealing with lately with those two. So, I don't know. I don't get it.
I can't believe that he would just look at the shoes and then be like, "Hey, anyone claim those?"
Yeah. He's like, "Can I take those? Can I take those?"
crazy.
And you could see it. I could see it in his eyes. He's like a predatory animal who just saw an injured bird. He's like, this. He's like, can I have those shoes? What's going on with those shoes? I was like, Dad, calm down. His heart rate is. It's like Daisy when she gets excited. When I get home, of course, she's like, the heart rate's going a million miles an hour,
Yeah.
and I could just see it. Like, calm down, Dad. Okay.
Do you ever get?
Okay.
I feel like I know the answer to this. How embarrassed you get when you're out with your dad and he does stuff like this?
I mean, this is 27 years of being used to it. So,
do you ever truly get used to it though, or does stuff still surprise you? Be like, man, I can't believe we were at the Europlace today, and he asked if they can have the shoes on the ground.
I have learned to develop a sense of humor about it because it objectively is hilarious. Like, he just does hilarious things. And it's even more funny when I just laugh at him to his face while he's doing these ridiculous things. So I mean, I'm telling him he's not taking the shoes, but I'm also laughing at him to his face.
Sure. Okay.
So
got it.
And I can get away. We actually I was just hosted this award show, which we could talk about that in a second. But
it's a good segue.
I get I was telling my co-host. I can get away with a lot of crimes and not being funny because I can laugh at my own jokes, but laugh in a way that seems like I'm just kind of giggling, but I'm actually like prompting people to let them know that they're supposed to laugh too.
There you go.
You're
so like your own laugh track.
just kind of like that. Give it a little, give it a little giggle, and it's that's kind of the radio laugh, but. You kind of give it a couple chuckles, and people will get like, okay, maybe he's joking. I know he's not joking, but if I laugh along with him or at him to his face, people may think, oh, he's doing a bit.
Sure.
He's trying to be funny here, and actually, in reality, it's just he wanted the pair of shoes. What he was going to do with the shoes, I don't know. Probably try to sell them on Facebook Marketplace, but. You know how he is. You met him.
I have. Yes. Yeah, he is an interesting guy. That is for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a man he is, Yeah. Look forward. I'm looking forward to the wedding though, where I can, see him again and talk with him in person. I don't think we've seen each other in person for a minute. Yeah. Your dad and I.
Probably not. Probably since you stayed at our house that one time.
Yep.
But you can see him in his natural habitat with my mom's family, his family, and Nicole's family, and it'll be like, and here we see a wild Capzilla interacting or trying to interact with family members.
Yeah,
and,
I gotta say though, when I come for the wedding, I am excited to see your dad again. But what I'm more excited about is coming for the bachelor party and finally getting to meet Daisy. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, and she actually
all I hear are stories.
Yeah, she's doing really well. She just got her first haircut today.
How old is she now?
She her birthday's in May. So her birthday's coming up at the end of May.
Yep.
So
she'll be
she's
one?
just about 11 months. Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
I know, and she's gotten so I look at it because it's a definite parent moment when because you see this dog every day, right? And so you don't realize the changes that are happening until you either someone who hasn't seen her in a while looks at the pictures or whatever. Or you look at pictures and you're like, man, she was a lot smaller when we got her than she is now,
Yeah.
And so, but the haircut today, because she sheds a little bit, and so we weren't entirely, because we don't know, we know what her mom is, but we don't know what her dad is.
What's her mom?
Good question. She's some sort of terrier, something or other. But I think we talked about this on the show before, that Daisy has brothers and sisters that are different types, that have different dads.
Interesting.
Like the litter had two dads. Like I didn't know that was possible. But so Daisy's
wouldn't that
like
make it two different litters?
Not when they're born at the same time. That's what.
I don't know how that
so
works.
I don't know how that works either. But she is a wire hair terrier, and so she has like this wiry hair that kind of grows through the soft hair, and so they basically just trimmed off all the wire hair, and kind of trimmed up her face a little bit because she was starting to like the hair was getting kind of long, and she was looking kind of scraggly. There's another 10-star word for you right there. But now she looks much cleaner. And nice and clean, just for her to go roll around in the grass when they got home on a walk earlier today.
Welcome to dog ownership.
Yeah. Oh no, you're not going to meet Daisy for the bachelor party. Actually,
what?
Oh, because she's going. Nicole will be out of town for that, and she's taking the dog with her.
Oh,
I know.
Where's she going?
Might have to come. She's going to Wisconsin again.
Oh my gosh.
She's going to all this Wisconsin.
I'm going to need to wait for the wedding to meet Daisy?
It depends. I don't know what time, because Nicole's supposed to come home that Sunday.
Oh,
so depending on what time she gets home on Sunday, because she's going to Door County, which is where she goes a couple times a year.
A lot of doors up there.
Yeah, and it's also in a county. So, yeah, but I don't know what time she's going to get home, so that'll be interesting though, because you haven't met her yet.
No, I have not.
Crazy.
Yeah,
we've had her since August.
That sounds right.
Ish.
Yep. Yeah. Well, the only time I've seen you is when you took me to and from the train station, or from the train station to the train station.
Yes,
to the train station.
Well, I think it was both. I think I did both.
No, because I had to move my flight for Christmas, remember?
Yes.
I had to move my flight because of the weather we were having. I moved it up, and then I Ubered to... I stayed at a hotel,
But what about Thanksgiving? What about Thanksgiving?
I didn't come home for Thanksgiving.
Why do you make everything so difficult? Everything with you is so difficult. Yeah.
Oh,
I guess you're right. I don't know. I'm confusing all the times that we've been to the airport.
That's okay.
I've been to the airport. Yeah, I think I've been to the airport more than I've actually driven or like flown out of to pick people up or drop people off than I actually have been there to fly.
Yeah.
I don't fly that often. I think I could count. Well, maybe not. I was gonna say I think I could count on one hand how many times I've flown, like how many trips, like to and from Florida.
Really?
Florida. Washington, Arizona.
Washington State or Washington, D.C.?
Washington State, and then Arizona, and then New York. So that's 5 to and froms.
You've only flown 5 times?
I think so. Wait.
No, what about
what did
Vegas?
I say? Florida. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Oh, yeah. Dallas, Washington,
Dallas.
New York.
In Dallas?
Nicole and I went to Dallas. Just go to Dallas. It was cheap.
Oh, okay, nice. Okay.
It was actually pretty cool. We went on the JFK tour. I know we're running out of time here, but like where we saw where he got shot.
Yeah.
And like all the locations from around, like the pertinent locations for that whole event.
Nice.
Yeah, and then we went to. That was the same thing. We went to. Where was the other place we went? We went to New York.
Yep, I was there.
That's it. I think it was just New York and Dallas.
Wow.
Right? I think.
Wow.
Or am I missing somewhere? I thought we went one other place.
Now
I don't know.
I've
been to Vegas twice, so I flew there twice, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, now you have a reason to come out and visit me as well.
I know. I want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's. Should I do that in the summer or do that? Wait till the winter again so I can see a hockey game.
I think you wait to see a hockey game, of course.
That's what I was thinking.
You being a hockey fan, you got to wait for a hockey game.
Yeah, and once the wedding is over
and paid for,
we're done paying for things for the wedding. I think we'll have some more flexibility there. So
yeah.
But I had said I wanted to come out for a game this year, and then it never materialized.
Yeah,
because you guys didn't make the playoffs. But
no, we did not. No. Close, though. Last day of the season, it hurts.
Close, but no cigar.
So close.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you want to move on to odd news here?
Yeah.
Would you like me to go first?
Sure, go for it.
There was, for a while I was into plays. Like there's a certain style of plays in Chicago. There's a show. They used to be called Too Much Light Makes the Baby Go Blind, but now they had to change the name for licensing purposes. But I think it's called The Infinite Wrench now or something. But essentially, it's 30 plays in 60 minutes. And they're short. They're short plays, and they're numbered on like a clothesline, and so people shout out the numbers, and they pull down the clothesline. And they pull down the number off the clothesline, and have to do that play. And it's sometimes it's a short play. It might be someone singing a song or doing a rhyme or something. So play is a very all-encompassing term in this particular case. But there was a play that I remember. It was called Florida Man. And it was basically just looking at all the times in a news article where it said Florida Man. So Florida Man gets half eaten by an alligator. Florida Man, got his toe stuck in the toilet. All that crazy stuff. But there was some other crazy stuff happening in Florida today, or a couple days yesterday, actually. There was an electric wheelchair that exploded.
Oh gosh!
In Florida. And it was caught by their Ring doorbell camera. So
what
there was.
What do we do without Ring doorbells, man?
I don't know. I have one.
Provided such good entertainment.
A Florida woman's home security camera recording was recording when an electric wheelchair she bought from a thrift store exploded in her driveway. Well, I guess that's what you get for buying an electric wheelchair at a thrift store.
I was thinking the same thing.
Hollywood Fire Rescue shared a video on social media showing homeowner Alexandra Anya rushing away from the chair seconds before it detonated in her driveway. Wow. Very dramatic language there by our friend Ben Hooper.
I guess it did detonate, though.
It did.
Hey, Ben Hooper knows how to write, though.
Anya said she bought the Zinger Power wheelchair from a thrift store for a family member, and it had been charging its lithium battery in her hallway with a non-manufacturer charger when she heard it starting to click. It started to click.
Terrifying.
It was like tick, 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 tick. She said the clicking sound and the hot temperature of the battery raised her concern, rightfully so.
Yep.
And so she did quick Google search that advised her to move the chair outside. What would we do without Google, too? We've got Ring doorbell cameras and Google saving lives out here, ladies and gentlemen. It's fantastic. It said, quote, imminent danger. Put it on cement or somewhere where other things won't catch fire. So I love that. The Google said, imminent danger. The video shows Anya place the chair on her driveway and rush away just before it exploded.
Anya placed the chair on your driveway?
On her driveway, and yeah.
That one didn't work as well as I thought it would, but I'll take it.
Exploded, and that's when she turned to run. So this was an appropriate time for Hollywood Fire Rescue to offer some lithium battery safety tips in a post. Number one, stop using your device if you hear clicking, popping, or hissing, or see swelling. Thank you for that. Move it to a non-combustible area. So you better move that battery to a non-combustible area as opposed to all those combustible areas. Use the correct charger. Cheap or incompatible chargers can be dangerous, obviously. Check the battery for excessive heat while charging. Never leave batteries charged unattended. Call 911 if you see smoke or signs of thermal runaway. So
what's
always
thermal
entertaining.
Runaway?
I assume when something is about to catch fire and getting so very hot, and then one thing leads to another, and fire.
And the thermals run away.
Yes.
Yeah, wow. Thermal runaway. That's a really good term.
That'd be the good name of a band or something.
Oh, yeah. Thermal runaway. Hey, everyone, we're thermal runaway.
Thermal runaway.
A process that is accelerated by increased temperature in turn releasing energy that further increases temperature. Oh, so it's like a chain reaction. Wow.
It's a thermal runaway.
Okay,
Thermal
interesting.
runaway.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thermal
the more you know.
runaway. The more you know.
The more
That's
you know.
the tagline for Odd News.
Yeah,
the more you know.
Exactly. That's cool. That's very Florida man. But
Except this was a whoa man, so
very Florida whoa man. But can't say I'm too surprised.
Nope.
My odd news actually doesn't come from UPI. It comes from something that I saw with my own eyes. Okay.
Uh-oh.
So the way that the hockey rink that I work at is situated is it's right in. It is very close to downtown of the city that we work in, and kind of by a more main intersection. Did you just mute your mic?
What?
Your audio cut out there for a second. It sounded like you muted your mic quick, and then anyway. So we're situated very close to a more busy intersection, and we see a lot of weird things out of that intersection. As one does. And yesterday there was a truck stopped at the light, waiting to turn right, and it had a trailer attached to it. Okay, and I would like you to guess what was in said trailer. It was a flatbed trailer, so you could see into it. What do you think was in the trailer?
A dunk tank filled with ping pong balls.
Close, but not quite.
Okay.
Very good guess. There was a person in the trailer.
A person?
Just kind of sitting there, chilling, going for a ride. So we all were looking at this from the office, me and a couple other coworkers, and we had a couple questions. We thought about, first of all,
did you get a picture of this?
I did not. I should have. We ensured though that the guy was indeed alive. He did move around, but then we were thinking, does the person driving the truck know that he's in there?
What kind of truck? You said flatbed truck. Flatbed truck doesn't means that there's no walls. So you keep saying inside.
It was a pickup truck with a flatbed trailer.
I see.
Yeah,
with
a
flat trailer. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got kind of I don't know, the foot high walls on the side just to keep stuff from sliding out.
Yeah, I see.
Kind of something like that. And then it was
kind
of
a gardening trailer or something.
Yeah, it was kind of slanted as you got towards the front of it, and this guy was kind of leaned up against that. Yeah, so we were thinking about, does the person driving the truck know that there's a guy in his trailer? Or is this going to be something when, they get to a light and the guy's going to pop out and the guy in the truck's going to be like, wow, he's going to see something in his mirror, And like, oh, what was that? There was some guy that just walked behind my truck, when in reality he was sitting in the trailer the whole time, So that was very puzzling. We never fully figured it out because shortly after, light turned green. Guy pulled away at what seemed like adequate speed, not really speed you would go at if you knew that someone was in the trailer. So I don't know if the guy knew that he was in there, which is kind of crazy, Just kind of bummed a ride in the trailer, riding stowaway,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that was very interesting, for sure. Can't say I've really ever seen that before, though.
Yeah, no, I've seen people when they're on a boat, if you're riding around in the parking lot, you sit on the boat, on the trailer.
Yes. Yep.
I've seen that before, and I've seen people who have ridden in a fifth wheel, which is an RV that just gets towed behind a pickup truck.
Oh yeah,
it's called a fifth wheel.
Okay, didn't know that.
Well, you learn something new every day. But I don't think I've ever seen something like that. I've seen people ride in the back of a pickup truck that's moving.
Okay, yep.
Out in the country.
I'm not saying that's common, but it definitely is.
Well, I just know of a specific instance when my brother and his friend were in my grandpa's pickup truck, and they were sitting in the bed, and I don't know, they were just in the parking lot or something, and he ended up backing into a light pole
Oh gosh.
with them and it kind of it was not ideal.
But no, that'll spook you a little bit.
Yeah, so that was but no, that's interesting. I mean, why? I mean, unless they were just going a very short distance, but even still, that sounds very dangerous.
Yeah, this guy. See, here's the thing too. There was nothing else in the trailer. It's not like the guy was back there to like hold on to something. Which like if that's your solution to keep something in the trailer, you should probably just get another ratchet strap. Like just
they're cheap now at Walmart.
Just lock that thing down a little bit better, and then you're fine. No need to have, no need to have a guy in the back holding on to something. So we don't really know. I think the more I have told this story, the more that I have convinced myself that the driver had no idea this guy was in the trailer. But I guess you'd really never know what's going on.
Did
Crazy
he
things
look?
We see outside that window.
Did he look disheveled?
Slightly disheveled. Could be a person that is looking for a ride somewhere, and that's their main means of doing so. Sure, yeah. To put it nicely, I was trying to be nice.
I don't think that was putting it nicely, but yeah, I don't think a hobo was putting it nicely. But
you
okay.
said that.
I know. I agree.
I was trying to put it nicely, but
so
yeah.
he didn't have one of those sticks with like a bandana tied at the end with all his
belongings. He did not have that, no, but it felt like he could have at some point, but what do I know?
I don't know. Ooh. Cool. Well, this was fun, as it is every week. Glad to be back after a week off. Episode number 109 of the Basement Birds. That means you could listen to an episode every day for 109 days.
Yeah. Jeez, what? Yes, yeah, yeah.
Or I was gonna say you can listen to an episode every week for over 2 years, which is also accurate. But then I thought, who was only listening to one episode a week? 52 weeks. 52 times 2 is 108 or 104.
Oh wait, I thought there were 56. Are there not 56? There are 52 weeks in a year. I thought there was 56 for a minute there. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Pause.
All right, I got my numbers mixed up. Okay.
Pause. No.
You thought that FDR was a
pause.
actor.
You give me a hard time. Okay. You give me a hard time about FDR, and you don't know how many weeks are in a year?
No, there's 52. There's 52.
Oh,
all
my
right.
God.
Little brain fart. Little brain fart. It happens to the best of us.
I took so much slack from your family, from your brother and your father, so they better let you have it.
No guarantee,
They better.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just, I edit the episodes,
You better not cut that out. I will clip it off and send it to them personally. I'm connected with Lyndon on LinkedIn. I got to take care of.
Watch out now, man. Holy.
I know. Speaking of social media, you want to tell us about social media? I see an ant on the floor, so we got to hurry so I can dispose of this ant.
Social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Basement Birds, Apple Podcasts.
No video version yet. Still waiting on that. I don't know what's
video
up with
version
that.
yet. No, really. Apple. Maybe Tim Cook stepping down from CEO. Maybe
the new guy can get things going.
Yeah, the new guy, John. John, is that his name? John?
I don't know.
That sounds good enough.
Some guy.
Maybe John can get stuff going,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
that's where you can find us, though. So find us.
Another great episode this week. Follow us, and we'll catch you all on the next one.
See ya.